What is 625?
Episode 6: Armistice Talks and the Release of the Anti-Communist Prisoners.
Did the Chinese go back to China?
Not at all. Unfortunately, the Chinese pursued us to South Korea. And we had to give up Seoul on 4th of January 1951. The people in Seoul had to leave their homes again in the bitter cold and get on the road. They left because they did not want to suffer under the communists. South Korean and UN forces regained Seoul on 15th of March, 70 days since the city had been lost. Fierce fighting continued along the 38th parallel, and the Chinese could no longer advance south because of the strong assistance by South Korean and UN forces. The British troops at Seolmari near Paju, the French troops at Chipyeongri near Yeoju, and the Turkish troops at Dongbekdong near Yongin fought courageous battles.
Why did we stop the war?
Fierce fighting continued along the 38th parallel. As the war became prolonged, Kim Il-sung was bewildered, and China became fatigued with the war. As they realized that they could not beat the UN, both North Korea and China wanted to end the war. Then there were the US presidential elections, and all parties wanted to end the war. An armistice means to stop the war for the time being. The armistice talks started on 10th of July 1951 and continued on and off. The most contentious issues were the new military division line and the issue regarding the prisoners of war. The UN, North Korea, and China wanted the current location as the new ceasefire line instead of the 38th parallel.
Were there many prisoners of war?
The UN proposed returning only those North Korean and Chinese prisoners who wanted to go back to their countries. If these anti-communist prisoners were returned to their countries, they would have been imprisoned or executed. So, on 18th of June 1953, President Rhee released the anti-communist prisoners. President Rhee's action surprised the U.S. negotiators. The U.S. side persuaded President Rhee to agree to the armistice by offering the South Korea-U.S. Defense Treaty and economic aid. That was the start of the mutual friendship an alliance between the US and South Korea.